Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Lee. This is JLeesCorner, and this is another gossip shit. Who said that? I don't know. Anybody? Somebody? Nobody? We'll get it figured out. Okay, but first things first, if you have not done so already, please make sure that you subscribe to my channel to become a whole JayBird. JayBird. Dun 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 dun. And all that goodness and stuff. Do not forget to like, comment on this video, share this video, hit that notification bell to let you know and have the videos. And as always, follow me on IG and on Twitter at J_Lees_Corner. I'm sure it's up on the screen somewhere. Okay, but let's get it started. All up in here. Okay, first up, so Irv Gotti. Okay, Irv Gotti. Wendy had a few people on this week. Okay, Irv Gotti was on, basically talking about him and Ashanti. So first things first, Irv, get that out the way. Irv is entertaining, in my opinion. I like when he comes on and have conversations or whatever. He's an entertaining guy. He's an energetic guy. He's a great storyteller. Okay, so he was on Wendy's show because mainly Wendy on Hot Topics one day earlier this week. You know what I'm saying? She brought up a clip from the Growing Up Hip Hop New York show, which I no longer watch or review. Okay, but for a whole other reason, Growing Up Hip Hop New York. I reviewed the first 2 or 3 episodes, and WeTV, or the people that Growing Up Hip Hop New York, was flagging videos for YouTubers who were using screenshots from the show to show you what it was. Once y'all flagged my videos, and it wasn't YouTube, okay, this was not YouTube, it was the show, okay, I'm like, I ain't watching it, and I ain't reviewing it, so I haven't seen the show since episode, 3 or maybe 4 was last time so I don't know. But anyway, they showed a clip from the show where Irv was talking to his ex-wife Deb about, back in the day when he was cheating or whatever. And he brought up how, he wanted to have a murder ink reunion, but he don't know if he can do that because him and Ashanti don't get along or whatever. Mainly because it's 2 different things. One, that's someone he was dealing with when him and Dad was separated, and 2, he felt like when he was going up, when he was with them, he had Fed charges or whatever. She wasn't around. Okay, Ashanti wasn't around. But I don't doubt that she wasn't. She wasn't your girlfriend. So my thing is, and Ashanti's young too. So I think that was something else with too. So again, him and Ashanti not really cool right now. Even though Ashanti's really cool with Ja. But I digress. So that was where it started, with Wendy showing that clip and making it seem like, what I'm saying, it was a big old issue. But I'm like, it wasn't a big old issue, but I digress. So he came on and admitted, like, look, yes, while me and my ex-wife were separated at the time, I was dating and sleeping with Ashanti. Okay, now back then, even on the show, Dad admitted that when he was with Ashanti, they were separated, they were over or whatever, but she was still her feelings hurt or whatever. So we see that. So Irv basically came on Wendy to explain an affair from 20 years ago that we all know happened, that nobody's surprised about, okay? And the fact that Deb co-signed and said we were separated. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? So let's make this clear. Currently, Ashanti is 39 years old. So back then, when Ashanti's first song came out, Foolish, it was in 2002. So that's when she was 22 years old. Okay, so back then, when she was 22, Irv was 32, because Irv now, currently, he's 49. So him and Ashanti are 10 years apart. So my thing is, back then, if she's 22, I'm trying to go up, she's 22, he's 32. This is what dads mean when they say a man 10 years older than my daughter don't mean her no good if he ain't no good. Because even though you have men who are good dudes and they can be a good guy to a girl who's younger than them, Irv was not one of those guys back then. He just was not. Irv was a creep. And as he said on the show, female was just there to do what he needed done to his body. Boom, pow, bang. Okay, so that. Now, Irv brings up how back in the day, Wendy was the one when she was on her show, being reckless, on her radio show, not the TV, her talk show, her radio show. like back then when she was on the air reckless or whatever, she said to me on air that I was messing with Johnny. He said I never answered, I never said yes or no. I just ended up leaving and did not comment. But that went viral and then it kind of spread and whatever. Even though it was true, he said yes, it was true. But again, I never confirmed what was going on. But he like, look. But the thing is, I was separated. I was separated. Now, if I could be separated, you should be able to date or whatever. He said me and Dad was done, done, done. You know what I'm saying? Done, done, done. So he was allowed to date. He said, just like Wendy, you not divorced. You're y'all filed for divorce. Y'all are separated, but you out here dating all up in these streets. You out here thotting and bopping in these streets. So again, who can you can't talk about me if you doing the exact same thing I was doing back then. I say, girl, that's true. Okay. He brings up the reason he and Dad was done. And it had nothing to do with Ashanti. He said, Dad caught me in a hotel room in the bed with a girl. Okay, I was doing a video. They were shooting the video for I Cry, which was a Ja Rule song. He also mentioned when the I Cry stuff came out, Ashanti was not even on the label or whatever. I said, I don't know if that's true, but it's fine. And he said, but that's what ended his marriage before he started messing with Ashanti because his wife caught him cheating in a hotel room. She came to the hotel and said, I'm his wife. I'm Miss Lorenzo. Give me the key. They gave her the key. She went there and he was in the bed. He was with another woman in the room. So that ended their marriage. And he said, so when I was messing with Ashanti, me and Dad wasn't getting back together. Okay, she was done with me because of the things I was doing. So, but he would not say who the female was, who he was messing with. I digress. He also brings up how the show producers of Growing Up Hip Hop New York made it seem like on the show when he was sitting with his family, he was saying how, yeah, back then, you know what I'm saying, even though I had my family at home, you know what I'm saying, I had my wife at home, I still feel like, you know what I'm saying, that BITC over there is just here to suck my, and that's it. He said they made it seem like he said they cut and edited to make it seem like he was he was talking about Ashanti. He said that I was not at all referencing Ashanti. And I said, well, that's a good thing to know. Okay, mainly, you know what I'm saying. He brings up how he has not talked to Ashanti in about 2 years, but they not friends. He like I don't really care that much or whatever. I feel like this. He feels some kind of way about anybody who did not wholeheartedly support him when he was going through that court case back in the day. And because Ashanti wasn't the one who did that, but I'm like, she was the girl you was messing around with. She was on the label and she also was young. So she like, I'm pretty sure her mom said, girl, no, leave that be. Leave that alone. And let's not forget that Deb, his ex-wife, was always in his life. I'm pretty sure she steps away. But for Irv to kind of make it seem as if it's a bigger issue than that, I think it's crazy. Okay, if you want to do a Murder Inc. tour, then do one and go have a conversation with Ashanti. The thing about that is, Irv ain't on no song. He ain't singing no hooks. Okay, he don't even have no ad libs. Okay, all he was a producer. Okay, they can do a tour and he and her don't even have to interact because again, he don't have to come in her dressing room and he don't have to see her on stage. When she performing, it can be her and Ja, and that's it. Okay, that's it. Leave it be. But I mean, it's ways for them to do the tour, and he ain't, you know what I'm saying, they don't have much interaction. Excuse me, because it's not like they have issue, because like he said, I talked to her about 2 years ago. But I'm pretty sure before then it had been a while. But I mean, I also feel like they only had him on there for one segment. He should have been on there for more than one segment because he kept talking about other stuff. There could have been a whole conversation. And I'm like, Wendy, you be having time, okay? We don't need them shot with Wendy's every day, okay? When you have someone on like Irv, you use him for when you have him because stuff when you would have him on there, he can bring up other things you can discuss the following day or within a couple of days. And even a conversation with him about someone else could get you a new guest. The same way the hot topic segment speaking on him got him to call you to be on your show. And let's not, I'm gonna say this, Wendy need more guests that are interesting to watch. Because again, it's only so many times I want to sit and hear about her cats, her son at the strip clubs, and them shop girl. Anyway, that was Vince. Not Vince. That was Irv on her show. Next up, Courtney B. Vance, okay? Courtney B. Vance. And the only reason I used a photo of him with Angela is because the pictures I saw of him was him in character. And I'm like, I want to show him. So I was trying to find one of him by himself, but not one of him by himself when he's a character in a movie or whatever. But Courtney B. Vance, congrats to him. Okay, y'all know he's a phenomenal actor. Okay, absolutely wonderful. Okay, now he has been made the new president of the SAG Actors. I don't know how to pronounce because I don't know say it, but it's the Screen Actors Guild, American Federation of Television and Radio Artists. Union. So he has been made, but y'all know this is the SAG Awards. It's the people who do it all. It's all the entertainment things, okay? But he has been made president of that union, of those two unions, because SAG and the American Federation of Television and Radio Artists are two unions that are together. Okay, now what it is, it's an American labor union representing approximately 160,000 film and television actors, journalists, radio people, recording artists, singers, voice actors, and other media professionals worldwide. Okay, that's their union. And, there have been years of complaints of just how, certain policies were not followed, how people were not being fully represented, how people were being treated unfairly, and it's plain on improper, problematic BS, okay, of situations in different policies or whatever. And so he's the new president to fix all of that. Okay, he will start the position this week, I believe, on the 7th it starts. And the previous president, retired after being in the position for 10 years. And so he's the new president. I'm like, okay, come on now, black magic, okay? Melanin popping all up and through and stuff. Now, of course, his wife, Angela Bassett, was happy and supportive of it. Also, he brought up how he felt like, because their kids are teenagers now. So they both can do more things and don't have to really be, at home tending to the babies. Because I do feel like both of them selected which roles they wanted to do when their kids were growing up because they were so young. And now that the kids are older, you do see them both in way more things, okay? And so he said again, because our kids are teenagers now, it's time for me to step up and do something different. And so he's still in movies or whatever and everything. You know what I'm saying? Now, Angela said Angela was very supportive and how her comment was, well, he loves the projects and this is a whole project and he'll do great. And I'm like, oh, yay! Black magic all up and through. Anyway, Anthony Mackie. Okay, everybody getting divorced up in these streets. I don't know why. So Anthony Mackie, who y'all know from the Marvel Universe, okay, he also has been in other little movies. The first time I remember him is from that movie not She Hate Me? I think it is She Hate Me with Kerry Washington or whatever, and he was servicing lesbians who wanted children, and he ended up having like 20 kids. Well, girl, it was crazy. But he's been in other movies besides that. But that's one that I think the first time I was like, hey Anthony, or whatever. But y'all know he's also Falcon and Avengers and everything. So he and his wife Shalita, I think it's Shalita because it's Sheletta. So I'm thinking Shalita. I have a friend named Charlotte, so I don't know. Anyway, they're divorced. Okay, they silently, quietly, privately divorced. Okay, now it's not too surprising, mainly because McCall, we never hear much about his private life, okay? Not much at all, okay? Also, they privately, silently was married, you know what I'm saying? Had kids, and we don't really hear much about it. So, they met in grade school. Okay, so they were grade school sweethearts, okay, from elementary school. They dated off and on for years and years and years. They got married quietly in 2014 in the DR, Dominican Republic. They had 3 children together over all the years, but you don't really he don't hear much, okay? But they separated in 2017 and no one knew, and the divorce was finalized in 2018. I say, girl, really? First of all, she's with that man since he was in grade school. Look, with 3 kids, and I'm pretty sure that she was with that man when he had nothing. When he was a struggling actor, okay, getting bit parts here and there, okay, and whatever. And now that he's like, because he's in movies, okay, he is a Marvel actor. He's gonna be on the new show with Falcon and Winter Soldier that will be on what was it on? Is it on HBO? No, Disney, the Disney app or whatever, or Disney streaming service or whatever you're gonna be in that. He was just shooting the movie with Damson, who plays Franklin on Snowfall. They just shot a movie together. So he's acting. Okay, he's a wanted actor. So I'm like, Anthony, make sure she is well taken care of. But I feel like he seemed like a good dude. Only because you don't hear much about him, and I feel like if he wasn't, you would have heard something when they got divorced. But no, I mean, girl, take care of the kids and that ex-wife, okay? And he's single now, so hey, what's up, what's up? Anyway, what's up? Lil' Kim. Lil' Kim has a whole new man, okay? Now, she was on social media, and she put up a little video, and that's the man right there. I'm just gonna blow it up and let y'all see. So that's her new man. He goes by The Great. I'm like, oh, okay. So he did a video of them two together, whatever. They had been taking pictures of each other and posting on each other's social medias, but the video showed, I think, she was coming home from somewhere, and he had got her a gift, and so he watched her open it or whatever, and she was oh so emotional about it because he got her a a blinged out pendant, and it was real cute. It kind of like the one around his neck right now, except in the middle of it, it was a picture of her father, and her father recently passed away. So it was a diamond pendant again, like the one he has around his neck, but again in the middle of it was a picture of her father. She said, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my!" So she was very very happy. Okay, and hugged and kissed him or whatever. So he's a CEO of a record company called Never Eat Alone. And I said, oh, okay. Now, I mean, Kim don't really be dating people a lot or whatever. So I'm happy that she's with someone else. For the most part, we knew her to be with Biggie. Okay, she was with, the dude, Mr. Papers. And now this dude called The Great. I want her to date somebody with a real name. I know there was rumors that she was dating Mano or whatever at one point in time, but I'm like, I don't know. But again, I'm like, I want, like, who, The Great? Like, what's your name? Like, what did she call you? The Great? I don't know. But congrats to Kim on her new love, and I think it's wonderful that he got her such a touching gift. And it was iced out. Okay, all iced out. And now Kenya Moore, okay, big Kenya was on Wendy Williams today. Was it today? Yesterday, girl, I don't remember. Anyway, she was on there spilling all kind of rice and beans, okay, spilling it all. So, one, she had a ring on, okay, she's still wearing her wedding ring because her thing is, I am still a married woman. I'm like, okay, I get that is, she also says her and Mark has not filed for divorce yet. Okay, they're just separated. So many people say they're not gonna really get divorced. It's a whole ploy for a plot line. I believe that I give it 50-50 for that. I feel like everything on Housewives could possibly be a plot. Okay, but it's I feel like there's truth in there too. Because they live separately. Okay. Anyway, she also brings up how she is not dating. She is not dating at all because I am still a married woman. Okay. Okay. So she brings up too how she hopes her and Mark can work on things because again, there's love there. I love him. He loves me. Okay. He was up here co-parenting for our daughter's birthday, or whatever, and he was definitely looking at me. He cannot keep his eyes off of me. Okay. He loves me. We just have these communication issues that kind of makes it hard for us to effectively, what I'm saying, be a whole married couple or whatever, and we have to work on that. But again, she brought up how they had communication issues before they got married. Because again, they knew each other for 7 months before getting married. So I'm like, you can't marrying strangers. Marrying strangers. You know what I'm saying? So she brings up too that, there was not an issue cheating. He was not cheating. This not a cheating issue, just their communication's not good and it causes problems. You know what I'm saying? She said that too on Watch What Happens Live the other day. So, now Wendy, in my opinion, was being a little bit biased, okay? Because she's friends with Nene. And, she kind of kept bringing up Nene a little bit or whatever. Like, why are you or Nene not friends? Like, what's up with you? Because she like, Nene is a bitch, basically. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, you can just see the bias in a little bit, but I'm like, it is what it is. But she like, look, me and Nene are not friends. Okay, we're not friends or whatever. She's dead to me. You know what I'm saying? We would not be friends or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I cannot be friends with anybody who try to spit on me. I can't do that. Like, she tried to like spit on me. We can't have that or whatever. And she also brought up how, you know what I'm saying, Nene don't even really have friends, okay? Nene has allies, and that's really it. You know what I'm saying? And I think she also don't like how Nene was speaking on her marriage or whatever. She brings up how her and Mark did not sign a prenup. Okay, and wait, this was stuff she was said on Watch What Happened Live. She was on Watch What Happened Live, and Wendy. Watch What Happened Live was Monday night, and then Wendy was today. Girl, I was getting confused. Anyway, so this is what she was saying on What Happened Live last night. So she brings up how her and Mark did not sign a prenup, how they are both successful, so she didn't think, or they didn't think they needed one because her biggest asset is her house, and she owned that outright before marrying him, and he's successful as well. And so she's like, I don't think he'll come after my money, and I'm not gonna come after his. I said, but you still need to wait. Everybody, you should always get a prenup. I don't care if you broke. Okay, I want to protect my brokenness. Okay, I don't want you to get into my brokenness with you if we separate. Okay, I don't want that. So she brings up how but again, they're still trying to see what's gonna happen. So on Wendy, as I was saying, her being biased with her being cool with Nene, she, why y'all not friends or whatever. And she brings up how Nene was saying how Kenya was not married legally, and how Kenya is coming after her check on Housewives, and I like how Kenya handled it. Girl, bye. Like, she has a problem with me. I'm saying, and me and my husband, we are legally married or whatever. And until Nene has a law degree, she can't like, talk to me about shit legal because she don't know nothing. And I said, well, I would say the same thing. Look, she says her and Mark had a legal ceremony in St. Lucia, so they are legally married. I don't work for the courts, okay? Because Wendy then said we can look it up. Like, but my thing is, if that's the case, why didn't you? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, I feel like if Nene, no, if Kenya wasn't legally married, someone who dislikes her would have brought up proof that there is no legal marriage, but they have not yet, so we shall see. Anyway, but she's made it clear none of that was true. And when it came to her coming after Nene's check, because as Wendy said, Nene was highest paid, King said no, she isn't. The highest paid is Candy. Candy's the highest. I believe it mainly because Nene don't have no other shows or nothing in the works. So I feel like Candy is the highest paid because Candy has other shows and other things that she does with Bravo that gets her more money. So she is the highest paid housewife. And not only that, Nene, people don't really fuck with Nene. Not in real life. You know what I'm saying? Nene, as Kenya said, she don't have friends, she has allies. And she said, because she's always falling out with somebody. And she's only cool with a person who was her ally. And that's really it. And I think that's also why she kind of wasn't on the first episode of Housewives. Mainly because I think it was Candy was on Speak On it. And she said how Nene is still a part of the show, but because when last season ended, Nene wasn't really, cool with any of the ladies. They weren't cool with her, and things happened. So, it just had to be a natural progression to everyone kind of beating up, seeing how things go. But, it kind of just was what it was. But I still feel like, excuse me, Nene has to work her way back up to being the HBIC. Because as Kia said, Candy is HBIC. I think Candy is the only person who can get other shows on, even if it's for like a one, because every spinoff Candy has had has been successful, and she's smart. And she said, "I've done it for the one time because you don't want to oversaturate your audience. You don't want them to have me consistently doing other stuff." I'm sorry, I'm editing Greenleaf right now too, as I'm doing this multitask because they're like an orange. But she's like, I didn't want to. how she didn't want to oversaturate herself on the show, whether she's on Housewives and they're consistently having, multiple seasons of her different shows. It's smart, but again, Candy is a businesswoman, but that's just me. Anyway, and then that was really it. They kind of got on her, being a new mom and how, her mom being her. I'm like, I think we've been there before, so girl, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, I can't wait to see the the playoff with Kenya and Nene. Kenya also brought up how this season was really, really good. It's one of the best seasons. We hope. The first episode was amazing, so let's hope that it keeps giving us everything we want. Okay, Jason Mitchell. Jason Mitchell was on Breakfast Club today. Yes, what's today? Girl, it's 3 a.m., so it's technically Wednesday. Oh, Monday. He was on Monday. Okay, and so on Monday, we know we have not heard from him since the whole allegations of him, the misconduct and him being fired from the Shy, being fired from the Desperados thing, his managers and agents and talent agencies all let him go. Everyone let him go. They just like, boop, let him drop, okay? Everyone. Okay? And he never said much about nothing. So he was on the Breakfast Club, and I mean, well, look, when I tell you, I listened to it, and I'm like, are you serious? You kidding me? You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be joking. He was on the, look, he sounded like he was lying. Only because no one is that confused about multiple, allegations of misconduct amongst himself. Okay? And the way he tried to placate it, like, oh, I don't know. I don't know now. I don't know then. I don't know later. And I'm like, boy, bye. You know what I'm saying? He brings up how, okay, so it was The Shy on Showtime, the Netflix movie Desperados, and then again, all his team quitting him. Okay. So he gave his side of the story, basically. So he says, I don't know what I was accused of while filming on Desperados. He said, me and the female cast member went out. Okay, we went out. That was in Mexico City. They went out and they were told, like, to not be trusting people or whatever. Don't be trusting locals. Like, don't go anywhere with anyone you don't know. So he and the female cast member went out. Okay, he said she got drunk. He said she got drunk or whatever, and he's the good guy. Okay, I'm the good guy. So I made sure she got home. Okay, he then brings up how, what I'm saying, I had to call her boyfriend. I had to FaceTime her boyfriend to figure out how to get her to where she was staying because, again, to get her there safe. Okay. He then said the following day, how can I breathe on my nose? He said the following day, production or whoever the powers that be told him we had to talk because there was some kind of situation last night that was inappropriate or whatever. He said they never told me what anyone said, what the allegation was, what I was being accused of. All they told me was because whatever happened last night, I have to be let go. And they say, well, why didn't you question, why didn't you ask what happened or whatever? He said, well, because they paid me in full. Like, I got paid in full as if I did the movie, so I didn't really care. Who don't care about being, accused of something? Like, how do you not even ask, like, what was I accused? Like, he was like, I just didn't care. It was fine. I say whatever. Okay. He then said at the reason that he was let go from the Shy was because, like, Disney bought somebody bought somebody. Okay, either Disney or Marvel, but somebody kiddish bought something adult and they ain't want nothing, nothing tied to it that look funny. He said so because they had heard that what happened with me on Desperados, and because it was a new season, because what I'm saying, I was asking for more money, they just chose to not renew my contract. I was like, he really playing dictionary. He is really playing dictionary saying they did not pick up my option for the third season. I'm looking like, no, you were fired. They released statements saying you were let go, bruh. He, in my opinion, was telling half truths. Okay, I'm not gonna say he was fully lying, but he was definitely telling half truths to make it seem as if he don't know why any of this happened. Okay, I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why. They, he then said, as far as with him and Tiffany Boone, how there was never really an issue between him and Tiffany. How Tiffany was a person where if it was an issue, she would come at you directly. She wouldn't go to HR. And how him and her never had any kind of sit downs with HR. There weren't any specific meetings between, him, her, and HR. Not even anyone. The cat, the only meetings we had, it was like standard stuff for everyone, not about me. If she had her man on set, I had no idea it wasn't because of me. I'm like, anybody who watched The Shy season 1 and then watched season 2, there was a definite difference in between, Jason and Tiffany's characters on the show. Okay, it just was. Mainly because season 1 they were very loving and affectionate. And season 2, even in their loving scenes versus their fighting scenes, there was not much physical interaction. There really, really, really was not. There was never they barely hugged or touched or anything. It was really, really minimal, and it was a vast contrast to how it was in season 1. So clearly, something happened between season 1 and season 2 to where they weren't even affectionate anymore. He also brought up how, saying, well, me and her talked or whatever, like around episode 4, 3 or 4 in season 1, and we came to the conclusion or to the agreement that we were not friends. We wasn't gonna be kicking or whatever. Like we would just be just co-workers, like no jokey joke, nothing, just co-workers. He then says because they don't mesh well. They're both bullheaded people or whatever, and they would debate. And I'm like, no, because you're probably an asshole. And she like, I don't want to deal with you. And you said, okay, cool. But again, I digress. He kind of just denied everything. And I'm like, but bruh, Tiffany put out statements. Lena Waithe commented. The girl Ayana commented. He then said Ayana, who was the showrunner at the time, who's no longer the showrunner now, was the one who put out statements about, him and Tiffany. Tiffany never came out and said anything. She did. She didn't come out and say, yes, he did A, B, and C. But she did kind of confirm there was an issue. She left. And she wanted to leave what happened in her past and keep it moving. He said, oh, well, they kind of use, that as an excuse to cover for her just wanting to leave because she got a better job or better role somewhere else. And so they made it seem as if it was my fault. And I'm like, what? He was on here telling half truths, okay? Points blank, period. And I'm like, it was just aggravating. So, he just blamed Ayana and said all the allegations was because Ayana was saying them. He was saying him and Ayana did not get along, and how, him and her ended up getting to it because at one point a friend of his passed away, and he was, upset or whatever on set, and she asked him how he was doing, and he said, it is what it is. And then he said she then responded, well, I just want to be sure you're okay because I don't want you going home and sub-medicating. He said that pissed him off, and that caused them to get into an argument to where she went to HR about the argument, and supposedly she was not supposed to address him about anything else going forward, but she did. He said because she approached him a second time about things or whatever, that's why she was eventually let go. And I'm like, he said he was blaming Ayana. The only part that he took accountability for was that he said, I get that, I have a tendency to sometimes go too hard when I'm arguing or whatever, and that can come off aggressive to women. So if I offended anybody, if I made anybody feel any kind of way or whatever, I wholeheartedly apologize. Jason did not, in my opinion, do himself any justice in this interview. He did not. Even acknowledging that he has, toxic masculinity or whatever, even acknowledging that and saying how, I never meant to offend anybody, and I do have anger issues because I grew up in a very violent city in New Orleans. I'm like, Detroit is violent. Okay, but I ain't out, and I'm also not a man. I get that too. But I mean, I just feel like he was, even admitting that the women could have been offended because of how you come off, and you took up, he accepted that. But I still feel like you can't act like, because he was like, I don't know what, he kept saying, I don't know what I was accused of. You lying, bruh. And then when they said, well, what Ayana said was fake, if what everybody else said was fake, why aren't you suing them for lying on you because this has stopped your money. Like, why did you do that? He said, well, because I just have to, kind of accept the fact that I put myself in a position for them to be able to say these things. So I was just like, it really angered me that he kind of displayed dictionary the whole time. He then brings up how him and Lena are still friends, even though he said he had not talked to her in a while. And then, like, but she did a Breakfast Club interview, she said that she would not work with you anymore. Yeah, I was real sad. That was real, real sad. First and that or whatever. You said it hurts that she said that. But you said, but she told me before that if I needed her, that she would be there for me. I'm like, bro, that's before all this popped off. I feel like he doesn't have the proper representation who should have prepared him for this interview and they should have told him you can't blame everybody else. 90%, and then give yourself 10% to blame. I'm like, you just can't do that, and that's what he did, and it pissed me off. But again, that's what it was. Lil Rel. Y'all know Lil Rel. Lil Rel was on the Carmichael show. He had his own show for a minute on, I think it was on NBS. It was on NBC. I don't know. He was also he was in stuff. Y'all know who Lil Rel is. So Lil Rel, he already has 2 older kids, but he had a third child. Okay, a little 2-year-old little boy with some woman named LaChance Davis. I tried to find a picture of her, but I could not find the correct one of her, and I didn't want to put the wrong person on blast. Okay, so they was messing around or whatever. She got pregnant. So she got pregnant, the baby, and she said the baby is yours. Okay, the baby is yours. He has your last name. You say he your kid. Now he said that she told me also that she was divorced. Her and her husband had divorced, and so again we had a kid together, whatever. So I would fly her back and forth, and the baby back and forth to spend time with me because he's in LA. She was, I think, in Chicago, and he was also financially supporting the kid who was 2 years old. So he had posted the kid on his social media because it was his new son, okay, little boy or whatever. But then someone contacted him and told him the lady's husband, because she's still really married, that that's his son. So Lil Rel got tricked. She was telling her husband and Lil Rel that they both were the father, but she was still collecting money and compensation and support from Lil Rel, even though her husband was supporting the baby. Girl, I know somebody who this happened to in real life. Okay, I mean, where she had like sent like fake DNA stuff to people or whatever, and had multiple people thinking they were the father of her child. I was like, girl. Anyway, he is suing for custody of the 2-year-old because like she is out here scamming me for money. She was dishonest and all these things like misrepresentation or whatever. This she girl, you scamming. Whew, but be careful. So, and the thing also, the kid had her husband's last name, even though Rel thought it was his son with his last name. Now they did do a DNA test, and the son is Rel's. It's his actual son, but she had been lying for 2 years. Girl, I said y'all gotta be more careful because these girls like, girl. So the judge has not ruled yet. So you have to figure out, you know what I'm saying, what's gonna happen when? Because I mean, like, should he get the baby? Should he? Okay, I got my nose. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Lord, so my lipstick all messed up in tissue. So ignore if my lipstick goes off a little bit, but whatever. Okay, so that's it with Lil Rel. Kanye West's album went #1. Look, I listened to that album. I'm like, girl, I guess so. But his album will be #1. Congratulations. Now, as far as him at that Yeezy Chilla, whatever you called it was, brunch Chilla, where there was on the $55 pancake and bacon plates or whatever, and it was some foolishness. They're saying that apparently it wasn't Kanye per se, that it was supposedly the catering company. It wasn't. I don't know. What I know is either way it go, at some point someone knew someone right, and ain't nobody fixed it. Okay, if I go anywhere and the plate is $55, I want unlimited something. I want unlimited bacon, eggs, and hash browns. Okay, some tater tots. 55, excuse me, $55 for some. It was 2 pancakes, 2 pieces of bacon. I say, girl, bye. Girl, he need to take that number one album check and give the people some more breakfast. Okay. Next up, prayers for Angie Martinez, the voice for the people. Okay, the hip hop legend or whatever. She was the voice of the people, and she was also a radio host. She was involved in an auto accident or whatever. Now, no one really knew about it, and then she posted on Monday on IG. This is what she posted. So, she said, I always believed in angels. And mine was with me the other morning. I was in a severe car accident and sustained a fractured lumbar and shattered vertebrae. I'm recovering and will be for some time, but I am extremely grateful to have the opportunity to do that. I wanted you all to hear from me first, and know that although this is a difficult time, I am in the best spirits possible and determined to be back and better than ever soon. God bless, and I deeply appreciate all your love and your prayers. So, yeah, no one had even heard that it was an accident, that she was in an accident, until she posted that on Monday. So I'm assuming it happened over the weekend. She's still currently in the hospital. They did say today that she was going to have another surgery, like a 4-hour surgery to fix the vertebrae. They said that she has not like stood up or walked since the accident, but again, it's because she's in the hospital. Now she does have feeling in her feet and her leg, like she's not paralyzed. But again, when you are in that, you're in the accident, you have those kind of injuries. You don't move around until they finish surgery to you, on the mend. So we want to wish her a speedy recovery, okay? Because I'm like, oh man, people have to know accidents are serious and people are lucky to make it out alive. So again, I'm so happy that what I'm saying, it wasn't the worst. And thank God. Now we don't have any details about what happened, where it was, who hit who, or nothing. Okay, all we know is that we're gonna wish her well. Okay. Amen. Also prayers up for Nicole Murphy. Her mom passed away on Monday. Her father passed away before or whatever. So she's now without either of her parents. She posted about it on her social media how she lost her best friend, and she's very, 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 very sad. I've seen her mom because when she was on Hollywood Exes, her mom would sometimes be on there, and look. I don't care how much of a homework people think she is. No one deserves to be ignored when they lose a parent. I wish her just health and heart, and I just because and it don't matter how old you are. You know what I'm saying? Like that is a blow to the spirit, and I just wish her peace of mind, and I hope that she can, get to the point of when it gets easier. Because again, when it first happens, it's really really hard. Like it don't get better for like a minute. You know what I'm saying? So I just wish her light and love. So we send them prayers her way as well. I don't want nobody in the comments saying anything negative. Okay, because losing a parent, that shit is devastating. Okay, so we're gonna wish her amazingness. Okay, and that's it. Okay, amazingness. Keke Wyatt was surprised with the baby shower for baby number 10. Okay, Keke Wyatt can sing her ass off. She can sing people under the table. However, I don't know why anyone is throwing her baby shower after 10. Girl, look. She said how she feel like all babies should be celebrated. They should. Okay, they should. Yay! Babies coming, yay! But she don't need to have no damn party for no damn gifts. Not at 10. At 10, you are a baby store. Okay, you should have you should have options at your house. Okay, all the cribs, all the strollers, all the car seats, all the socks, all the onesies. Okay, and she has girls and boys. You should have a whole storage bin for the things to use. Okay, the only thing you should probably get is maybe some diapers. Okay, so I said the only gift she should get is diapers, formula, and empty bottles. Okay, that's it. I don't feel like she don't need no. Anything else she needs, she should buy because at your 10th child, no one should be gifting you anything. That's my opinion. I think the first child, yes. The second child, maybe. It depends on how close that child is to the first one, and it also depends on if it's like if you have one kid, you have a boy, and let's say you get pregnant the following year with another boy. I don't think you need another baby shower, so to speak. You should have things left over from before, okay? You should definitely not get a shower at the third baby. And I just don't. I don't, because baby showers is to give the parents what they don't have because they ain't got no kids. And I think it's one thing to have a celebration of the baby coming, but I don't think if you have multiple kids that we should give you gifts. I don't think that. And if you are giving gifts, it should be little minimal stuff. Bottles, diapers, formula. Anything else you already have. Okay. Now, unless somebody haven't had kids in 10 years, like I've had people who have had kids years apart, then yes, because they need stuff. They haven't had kids in years. Okay. But I mean, at 10, you have everything, new and old. Okay. Ancient and current. I'm the five girls just team too much. Love and Hip Hop New York. Everybody back. Chrissy, Jim, Tahiri, Joe, Sis Santana, Remy and Pap, Erica Mina, Safari, Olivia, Samaya Reese, Rich Dollars, Yanni, Kimbella, and Juju are all there too. Look, girl, look, I hope we don't get a good 5 episodes and all the rest of them are crap. Okay, I don't want to focus on that old fight between Kimbella and Chrissy because it's been enough time in between. They should be over that, okay? Because at this point, they got into a fight because allegedly it was for Emily B. Because at that point in time, Kim Bella had admitted that she messed around with Fabulous at that point in time. But I'm like, hell, Emily still with Fabulous. He did knock her teeth out. Who cares? Chrissy with Jim, they still ain't married or whatever. And then, Kim Bella is married to Joel Santana and got his kids. That should be null and void. I mean, that can't be what they showing us. I don't want to see that. I don't even want to see y'all discuss that. Mainly because if Emily B not there, y'all should not discuss it. Girl, I don't care. I don't want to see Jim and Sin. Jim and Sin. I don't want to see Joe and Sin beefing with Tahiri at all. Okay? I don't want to see Pap and Remy giving us 2-minute scenes and that's it. We get them for 2 minutes one episode and that's it. And all they do is say black love. Black love. I want more. Not more drama, just more entertainment from them. Like, give us something. Okay? I'm just saying. The Golden Child, I don't want a whole segment of the Golden Child. Stop repeating her name. We know her name. Okay? Anyway. So that is coming soon. Jenelle Evans from Teen Mom. Somebody asked about that. We know she filing for divorce from that man, David, because he crazy. I'm happy she did that. Now they also said that she currently was she got a temporary prison order against him. But I mean, I'm not surprised. David Easton is crazy. Case he's nuts, okay? And he just is. And she should have been got away from him, but I'm happy she got away from him now. And then Kevin McCall. Kevin McCall, as y'all know, is Eva Marcel's baby daddy. Because that's Marley's daddy. As you see, she looks just like him, okay? She has his face. So, he was in court, allegedly, today, in Georgia, where he was supposed to be a hearing about the ongoing custody battle with one of the kids. I don't know if it was Eva's daughter or his other daughter. But I think it was Eva, because he said the baby's name, Marley. This fool was in the courthouse and he, he got arrested. Uh, he was tussling with them and he kind of got arrested or whatever. Mainly because y'all know in courthouses you're not allowed to have your phone recording. Like, you can't really do much with your phone in court. He was walking through the courthouse recording on the phone. A sheriff stopped him and said, you know what I'm saying, hey man, you can't be on FaceTime, you can't be on your phone like that and you can't be recording. Hey man, I ain't recording, I'm just on my phone. Recording on live. They're like, right, you can't be on your camera recording on here. This fool was arguing with the cop. I'm not recording, I'm on my lap. That's recording. You cannot have a camera on recording nothing. I'm like, are you dumb? He kept arguing, man, what you want to do? Take your badge off. He was he's stupid. He's completely dumb. Now they say, again, you're not allowed to record video in the courthouse. He had his phone on. He was posting on Instagram. He was on live walking through the courthouse. Okay, he refused to shut down the feed. And again, TMZ had the video footage of him arguing with the sheriff. Okay, so from that, they then say when they tried to, because he said, he said, he called the cop a bitch and said, take your bag off, let's fight. I'm like, he's crazy. They then say he swatted away the charge in his hand, and then backup arrived and tried to detain him. He then broke loose. So they had to make a second attempt to grab him, whatever. And then that's when him and the sergeant fell down the escalator. He was booked on 5 charges. There was 4 misdemeanors of obstruction of law enforcement officer, terroristic threats, disorderly conduct, and simple assault. And then he also got 1 felony count of criminal damage to property in the 2nd degree. But they said that may be because the cop's glasses got broke or whatever in the fall. You up in the courthouse fussing and tussling with the people and fell down the escalator, girl. This is why Eva is like, you can't be around our kid because you're stupid, okay? Just stupid, okay? And lastly, the last thing I'm going to say, we all love when they had like live in front of a studio audience. They did All in the Family and they did Jeffersons. Well, it's coming back. Okay, come on. It's coming back. They are now going to do, around Christmas time, a holiday live. It's going to be All in the Family and Good Times. Good Times. Stop. I'm not going to sing the song. So Good Times and All in the Family will have a live thing. It was really, really good when they did it with the Jeffersons and All in the Family. I am wondering why they're doing All in the Family again. And not doing the Jeffersons again. But I'm happy they're doing Good Times. I can't wait to see who they have play who. Y'all know I did not like how they had Wanda playing Wheezy. I'm going to need them to get Florida rights. Okay, get it right. Okay, period. Okay, and then that's about it. So that will be coming out around December. Well, it's going to be coming out on December 18th. And also, it's going to be, they said Kerry Washington will be one of the producers. And also, like, Jimmy Kimmel, Will Ferrell. Good people. Okay, good funny people. So I can't wait for that. Anyway, y'all, that was all the gossip that I knew was going on in the world. Okay, and I just had to get it all out in one fell swoop. So, I hope you enjoyed. Other than that, I'm done.